Hello, everyone. Oh, anyways, hello, everyone. I'm down in my basement, exhausted, and yeah, wearing the shirt. Oh, um, oh, my Rowan University volunteer shirt that I got when I worked there. Yeah. Hey, Gus. Just doing a Q&A. Yeah. Buck's with me, sleeping, as you can see. Yeah. Is there any hellos? Oh, hey, Bat Spidey. Yeah, nothing much. Just trying to jog. Yeah, with him. And boy, I can't run as much as I used to because I'm fat. Hey, Stidgy Moloch. Yeah. Oh, hey, Xeno God. Nothing much. Um, Carnotaurus would win because of the armor that it has, and it has like very thick skin. Um, I don't think that Baryonyx would never fight against a Carnotaurus. Not to mention, Carnotaurus was much faster than Baryonyx. They both had weaker jaws comparison to some theropods, but Baryonyx was more weaker because of the snout. Um, as for Carnotaurus, I mean, the jaws of Carnotaurus would not let go, kind of like a bulldog type dog. Like a pit bull or an American bulldog. A Carnotaurus would just hold on to the Baryonyx, and it would not let go. And another thing is that, I mean, we don't know that if Carnotaurus horns were built for combat or not, but if so, I can even picture Carnotaurus ramming a Baryonyx to the ground, and then it would just step on the Baryonyx. So, yeah, Baryonyx would lose. And back then, and speaking of which, I always thought that Allosaurus Virginius and Carnotaurus would also beat up Spinosaurus. Like Allosaurus would jump on a Spinosaurus, but I don't know if a 1-ton predator cannot jump. And Carnotaurus would. I always thought that that if it was possible, I always thought that Carnotaurus would just headbutt a Spinosaurus to the ground. But if you look at the size comparison, Carnotaurus was very like small comparison to Spino, and Allosaurus is also small comparison to Spino. So yeah. Do you know when the? I don't know. I don't know, Gus. When it'll come out? I heard that it's supposed to come out this month, I think, or July. Who really knows? Um, yeah. I should also do a. Anyways, I should also do a video of what animals would be scared of Spinosaurus. Yeah. I mean, it really depends. Really, that's actually a very good question. That's a really good question because Empei Scion has the strength of a grizzly, and it was the size or much larger than your typical lion and tiger. And it also really depends, really. I mean, I think it's possible that Smilodon, well, Fatalis would lose, obviously, but because of the size. But I mean, Populator, Smilodon Populator, I don't know. I would have to say maybe the bear dog because of its strength, maybe, and its bite force, but that was pretty much it. Now, if I think that if it's possible that if it took place at night, Smilodon would probably kill a Empei Scion. Yeah. I'm here for no reason. Okay. Okay. Glad to hear. Yeah, I hope so. Smilodon Populator can be the great saber tooth. Yes, yes, it is the greater saber tooth. I mean, we don't know that if it's going to take place in the rain. We just don't know, Gus. Well, that I think Epicyon Giganticus is probably it could probably win. Yeah, because since it probably has the strength of a polar bear or a grizzly or whatever, and since a polar bear and Epicyon are bigger than even Smilodon Populator, I mean, it it would make sense that the bear dog would win. Despite obviously that the bear dog is not really an intelligent animal, but yeah. Smilodon Fatalis can be the lesser saber-toothed cat than the others. I forgot. There's three subspecies of Smilodon: Populator, Fatalis, and Gracilis. Gracilis is the size of a jaguar. Populator is the biggest, and it's from South America. And Fatalis, I think that it's hard to say really which is the most common, but I think that Fatalis is the most common because of the tar pits that it's found, and also Fatalis was also found in other places like Florida, I think, and Colorado, and etc. Um, where else? Yeah. How do you know that there's going to be a rain in a battling scene, Gus? How do you know that? There are no some species. I thought it is a sub. I thought Fatalis and Populator are subspecies. Well, it could take place during night, or it could take place during the daytime, not the rain, but we'll see. Like, for example, like with subspecies, like Bengal and Siberian tiger. I'm just using that as an example. That's the way I always portrayed it. Wait a minute. There are some art of Tyrannosaurus eating a dead Deinonychus. That's weird. That's bullshit because there's no isotope studies uh, that Tyrannosaurus would eat a Deinonychus. Although when I was at the library in high school, there was a art picture of a couple of ceratopsian Xenoceratops that were scavenging a carcass of a dead animal. Do you know what the? Yes, I know Thiocoleo. Um, if so, what do you think? I really don't know, but I heard that Thiocoleo's bite force would be much stronger than any big cat, so it could be stronger than a jaguar's. And it could make sense really because of its teeth. Its teeth look very weird. It's kind of looks like a Dunkleosteus kind of jaw. Like you know how like Dunkleosteus has like these weird teeth? Kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, but again, I mean, is there any evidence to prove that iguanodonts also did that? We don't know. And yes, of course, that there are some vegetarians today that do eat meat occasionally as like their own protein diet. Like for example, there was a hippo that was scavenging a dead buffalo, and they're hyper vegetarians. A cow eating a chick, a horse eating fish. Well, no, but we crabs and duckbills. I did not know that. I did not know that. Um, it's really hard to say really because they're both the same size and they're both the same weight. I'm gonna have to say I know that I'm trying not to be biased. I think that Leviathan, because of its weight, I mean, well, because of its intelligence, and like the killer whale, there was a documentary about this. There was a killer whale named CA2, and CA2 actually flipped a great white shark over and started to drown it. So it would the same thing with Leviathan with Megalodon. If Leviathan like rams a Megalodon and if Megalodon gets paralyzed, that shark is over, and that whale would drown the um the shark. Yeah, I don't know because people are stupid. Hippos are actually a force to be reckoned with. Um, I heard that they're actually not the dangerous animal in Africa anymore. Number one now is the African elephant. Elephants kill more people than hippos now, but hippos are still one of the most deadliest animals in Africa. It's the elephant. When I went to Africa, the that tour guy actually told me. Really, I did not know that pronghorns are closely related to giraffes. I gotta look that up. They clearly don't know hippos are. They have a height body count. Yeah, they do. Hippos can. Hippos are actually pretty fast. They can run up to 30 miles an hour. Like 25 to 30 miles an hour. That's pretty damn fast. So they can catch you. Um, Do you know? I did not know that. Well, they are not antelopes. They are the last of their family. I did not know that. That's very weird. I don't know. The falcon is the fastest animal in the world. I mean, if you look at like documentaries and stuff, you can see that those falcons can like go like 100 miles an hour diving, and that's pretty damn fast. It's very impressive how you look at these birds. Yeah. Um. Oh, what the hell? No. Yeah. It's the biggest flying bird. No, it's not. It's not the biggest flying bird. Oh yes, of course that Porosaurus is underrated. Oh yeah, the condor. I thought you meant the falcon. I misunderstood. I'm sorry. Yeah, Porosaurus, in my opinion, is underrated. I guess it's because that there's not really a complete fossil of this animal, and people are guessing on the animal's weight. Some people say that it's 30 feet. Some people say it's 50 feet. Um, it's hard to say really um, how how long Porosaurus brasiliensis is. Oh yeah, the albatross. Although I think that the albatross has a longer wingspan. It seems like they have a longer wingspan. Then again, I'm not really an expert too much of birds that much, so yeah. Um, I'm going upstairs because my phone's almost dead. Come on, come on, boy. Hey, Jurassic boy. Um, hold on. Can you get your Smilodon and compare them? I mean, I did on a YouTube channel, so you have to find it. So yeah. Did you miss the old direwolf? I mean, not really, because it's just a. Well, I always thought that it was just a gray wolf on steroids. It's just, your typical wolf. But I actually like the new dire wolf because it's not a wolf. It's just a jackal or a fox or whatever. Me too, Jurassic Floyd. What I heard is that Pachycephalosaurus was a. Some people say that it was an insectivore and a herbivore. But who really knows? Maybe it ate eggs of Tyrannosaurus eggs. Yeah. Oh yeah, foxes are overrated. They are indeed. Because they always steal chicken eggs and chickens themselves, and farmers don't like them. Yes, I did. I think it was a good video. Yes, they are very smart, and they're clever too, foxes. Um, yeah, I actually. Oh, yep, it has been confirmed that there are no dinosaur hybrids. Yes, he did. He did lose the challenge. It seems that I'm not trying to disrespect or anything, but it seems like the Gore guy actually did a good job doing his research with Heisei Rodan and Heisei Rodan versus Monster versus Rodan. I didn't see the whole video, so yeah, they're not, because it's been confirmed that it's not going to be in the movie. What was the challenge about? The challenge was what monster could be who or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes Wikipedia is very inaccurate, very inaccurate. So that's why don't use the Wikipedia. You just said it on one of my live streams like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. You said it. Wikipedia is both. I mean, it really depends really on the Wikipedia page. What is my favorite flying animal? On Quetzalcoatlus, I really like that majestic pterosaur with the wingspan. So yeah. Um, it's really debatable. Really, it really is because some people say that Dreadnoughtus is the largest. Other people say that it's still Argentinosaurus. Then it or Paralotitan. It's really hard to say. Really, like uh, and where are you going by definition of biggest? Are we talking about like the weight of the animal, how long it is? Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, my favorites are um, eagles, crows, and owls are pretty cool. Basically, I like birds of prey and some of the omnivorous birds. I forget the name. I once had a dream where a crab aliens took over the world. I need to make it. Okay. Okay. If we're going by length, I think that Mamenchosaurus or Diplodocus are the longest. But if we're talking about weight, um, it's either still the Titanosaurs like Dreadnoughtus. Um, I'm trying to think of the other ones. Argentinosaurus, Alamosaurus, etc. Because they're very stocky, very bulldog-like for a sauropod. Diplodocids are just the longest, and Brachiosaurids are the tallest. As for Titanosaurs, they're just stocky and the largest. It's really hard, really. Like it's really hard how big some of these sauropods are because some of these sauropods are not even completed. Why is the hippo not in the big five? Um, I guess it's because that there probably weren't a lot of them back then. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Any other Q&As? Oh. No. I think that, I mean, I did see some videos of hippos um chasing a rhino, but I think that rhino's a bit too much. After all, the rhino is the second heaviest herbivore in Africa, both the black and the white rhino. Um, there was even a video of a rhino like using his horn to hit the hippo in the ass, and the um, the hippo would, I mean, not the hippo, but the rhino would probably destroy a hippo. Oh, why do people think rhinos are carnivores? They're not carnivores. I don't know why you are saying this, but they're not. Do you think whales had legs cause they had? Yes. Whales came from a hoofed animal. Whales came from a hoofed type animal, and then later on, as millions of years went, their little tiny flippers are almost legs. Those back legs are actually supposed to hold to support the animal while mating. I know, but who said that? Who said that rhinos are carnivores? Who said that? Learnosaurus, whatever your name is. Who said that? The internet? Who said it? Yeah. Oh, if you had a theropod as a pet, what would you have? Um, it would either be Tyrannosaurus Rex or Albertosaurus. Because when you think about it, Albertosaurus was like a Doberman of the Cretaceous period. Like, Dobermans can run, and Albertosaurus can also run like hell. Technically, Albertosaurus is the fastest Tyrannosaur. Even though Dobermans are not the fastest breed of all time, but they're one of the fastest. And I could picture a Doberman and an Albertosaurus together while running. And Tyrannosaurus is like a Rottweiler almost. Like, it has like a lot of muscle. So, yeah. Well, she's probably really stupid. Yeah. Carnotaurus. Yeah, I can picture that. I know they would. For me, Acrocanthosaurus. Can't imagine a baby acro. Yeah, acro is pretty cool. I think acro is now underrated, and now, in my opinion, it used to be overrated. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're not terrible. I mean, they would be terrible predators, rhinos. I made a video where I made fun of a dinosaur book as a kid. Okay. By the way, how old are you? Lear Hessosaurus, whatever your name is. Because I would like to know, are you 13 or 12? My favorite breed is the Doberman. As you can see, he's with me. But there's other breeds too, like Shepherds, yeah, German Shepherds, Rottweilers, etc. I always like German protection breeds. So, yeah. But there's also non protection breeds that I also like. Um, like I like retrievers. Retrievers are one of my favorite non protecting breeds. Like Labradors, Goldens, etc. I am a teenager in years, but I am not saying my age. It's kind of private. Okay. I was just wondering because I already made a video on if you're under 14 or whatever. Yeah. Because no offense, really, because you kind of ask silly questions. I don't know if you're doing this because you're a troll or, yeah. Happy birthday. Yeah, Joker's a good movie. I have it on Blu-ray. Um, it really depends really on the husky. I really think that a shepherd would win the fight because it's bigger. Like if we're going by breed standards, German shepherd would win. Because German shepherds are bigger than Siberian huskies. Um, I think that a husky is 65 pounds for a male, and shepherds are like between the 80s and 90s for both males. So I think a shepherd would win, but that's just me though. I mean, that's very inaccurate because there's no evidence of huskies doing the bite. German shepherds have a bite force of around 230 something pounds, 250 pounds per square inch. Um, so yeah, unless if the husky's like half wolf hybrid or half Alaskan Malamute or something like that, then it could beat a shepherd. But if we're talking about like a purebred husky, then a husky would lose. I am not a troll. I am not the smartest thing ever. Okay. I wouldn't go. Okay. I mean, Joker's kind of yes and no. Yes and no with Joker. Yeah, that's pretty inaccurate because huskies have a small head. Because in the animal kingdom, the bigger the head, the stronger the bite. Even the Rottweiler has a bigger head than some of these dogs. Not to mention, huskies are not really protective dogs to begin with. They're not bred for that. They're just bred to pull sleds. Well, it's probably different with dogs in particular um, because the cats have more. I don't know. The cats are just built different. With dogs, with domesticated dogs, it's just built how they're bred for. You know, mastiffs, Rottweilers like mastiffs like the Rottweiler and the Cane Corso and other mastiff types have a stronger bite force because of the size of their head. So yeah, nice list. Like, are we talking about domesticated dogs, or we're talking about like wild canids? Like, what are we talking about? What do you? I haven't seen that movie. Okay. Oh, Arthur Flick. It's good. Wild canids. The gray wolf slash timber wolf. Um, they are much they're really big. They're like in the two 150 to in the 200-pound range. So they're pretty big. Gray wolves. Like they're really really super big. Yeah. So gray wolves are like really big. And then the second largest canine is, um, hmm, I think the second largest is, I think it's the Mexican gray wolf. Yeah. Although Canadian gray wolves are the biggest. The Canadian gray wolf is the biggest. Then I think it's the Mexican gray wolf. I don't know. It's either that or it's the Arctic wolf. Arctic wolves are pretty. Well, actually, they're kind of. I don't know. I gotta look at my research. I know that gray wolves, the Canadian gray wolves from like Canada and Yellowstone, they're they're really big. Like they're huge. Um, I say Wolverine because Wolverines are very fierce and they've been known to chase a lynx and bobcats away from their kills. Tirzu? Oh, um, he's okay. There, I did like the video that he did with the cheetah. When he did the Cenozoic animals or Ice Age animals, there's some very inaccurate videos that he did, like Calcatheers, and he also did the cave bear, which he should have did with a short faced bear, but it is what it is. But he's okay. But he has some very good points in some videos. What the f? What? What are you talking about? Yeah. So did you guys see that video of Matt Powell making a video of me? He was at the end of that video that he did. Did any of you guys see it? Oh. Yeah. Let me ask you a question, Xenogod. Um, actually, two questions. I know that this is probably a random ass question. Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Super Saiyan Super Vegito from the Buu Saga. Baby Saga Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Super Vegito from Buu Saga. And you can go to Super Saiyan 3. And what do you think of Matt Powell? I mean, I think that Anaconda would win because it's bigger and it's a bit heavier. Oh, speaking of which, you might like this, Xenogod. Have you watched the movie documentary? Oh, repeat what? Oh, those two questions I made. If so, Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Baby Saga versus Super Vegito Boo Saga, and Vegito can go Super Saiyan 3 if he wants. Um, and what are your thoughts on Mapal? Those were my two questions. And and in that video, I mean not video, and in that question, um, yeah, Anaconda wouldn't win because it's bigger. And there's also a documentary, Disney movie documentary that you might like. Really? You say Vegito? Because I feel like that because since it's been um almost 20 years after the Boo saga and 10 years, actually, if we're going by like the years, GT Goku is very powerful than we thought, even in his base form. And he was also fighting with General Rodo, and he was comparing to Majin Buu. The only problem is we don't he didn't say which version of Majin Buu we're talking about. Fat Buu, Super Buu, or Kid Buu. Um it's really hard to say really. And since um Goku's base form is equal to perhaps maybe Kid Buu, it's man, it's really GT Goku's very powerful than we thought. Um, the Saiyan Scholar actually made a video about that. Um, yeah, I mean, Vegito is Goku and Vegeta. Yeah, because and also when he fought against with baby Vegeta in the Japanese, um, GT Goku GT Goku actually said that he's never fought a character like this in quite a while. So he was also since Goku was also part of Vegito, yeah, it would make sense really. So I'm gonna have to say that Super Saiyan 4 Goku would easily destroy Super Vegito, even if Super Vegito went Super Saiyan 3, which is 3 times more powerful than, I mean, 4 times more powerful than Super Saiyan 2. Yeah, not even close. Um, I'm sorry. G Network. Black Hat is the voice of is the cartoon villain. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, and also there's a lot of YouTubers that actually covered this video. Um, well, me covered this debate, and a lot of Vegito fans are saying Vegeta would win because of this article that someone came up with. It was an article in China saying that Vegeta would win because they said after Batara fusing, Vegito is the strongest warrior, perhaps maybe stronger than Super Saiyan 4. That's actually a fake article that they came out with. Yeah. I mean, as much as I hate to say this, but I'm going to have to say Super Saiyan Blue because of the training, and it's not because of the God Key or anything like that. It has to do with the training that Goku and Vegeta did. You know, of course that you know that Xeno Goku obviously would destroy Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Xeno Goku's like a beast. Comparing to Dragon Ball Super Goku. Of course, if we're using um what was I saying? Damn it! I forgot I was gonna say. I was distracted by someone. But yeah, sometimes I make. Sometimes I want to make Super Saiyan 4 to beat Super Saiyan Blue. So yeah. Oh, yeah, I know Moscow X joined with Team Four Star. Of course I do. Hey, Land Before Time. Okay. Good night. I wonder where Dino King's at. I want to know where Atheist Junior's at as well. Um, how's it going with June? It's okay. It's sweating like crazy. I was jogging. Oh yeah, that's right. He took a short break. I remember now. I adore that new video that you made. You should say Brat Pal. Yeah, I should. Silver Flash. I don't know. I haven't watched Sonic. I mean, I seen the movie, but I'm not like the biggest Sonic nerd, and I don't know too much about the Flash that much. I know that he's the fastest character in DC. Perhaps Superman may be the fastest, but who really knows? Brat Pal. Yeah, because Matt Brat and Matt Pal does act like a little brat. So yeah, loser man. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I thought you were talking about um Silver from Sonic. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can respect that. Although I do like that Joker movie, and I did see it in theaters. I went 2019. I saw lots of movies. I saw Dragon Ball Super Broly, Godzilla, King of the Monsters, Child's Play, the remake, Lion King 2019, Stephen King's It. Well, actually, Joker, and then Stephen King's It part part two or chapter two or whatever. So technically, I saw six movies in 2019, and then 2020 I saw two movies, and then which which was called The Wild. Yeah, called The Wild 2020 and Sonic as well, and then this year, Godzilla King. I mean Godzilla versus Kong. Yeah, yeah, I am right because Walking with Dinosaurs is a fantastic movie. I haven't seen that movie. Yeah, and it was like, and at the time, really, it was like month by month by month. I remember because with King of the Monsters, I saw it back in April, and then May, Child's Play, and then June or July, it was Lion King. 2018, I saw Deadpool 2 and Fallen Kingdom. I think those were the only movies I saw. And by the way, the only video that actually inspired me to do that video was this Walking with Dinosaurs fan named GG Fan. He made that video, so I decided to make a video of my own of that, because when you think about it, he's right. Walking with Dinosaurs is a fantastic documentary series, and I wish that people made documentaries like that. I mean, they did, but they don't do that anymore because people just want entertainment. You found it? Thank God. I know you were going to get it someday. Fallen Kingdom was a little. Yeah, it's probably the only saddest Jurassic series because of the death of the Brachiosaurus. And you kind of feel bad because they didn't rescue the poor thing. I wish they did. Oh, you know what I found? This zoo books. They're cool. I wish I had these. Same here. I hope. Exactly. I heard that the guy who was making the 2019 Lion King, the director, he said there was supposed to be a BBC series of dinosaurs, and he was going to make them to be similar as a Walking With series, but I guess it was delayed because of COVID, or who really knows. I know that there's a documentary coming out called Abbott Springs, and I think that's coming out either this year or next year. Yeah. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I might do a video of zoo books. I think this is the only zoo book I have. I can't find the other ones. Zoo books are freaking awesome. His name is film directing since Stevenson. Yeah, I didn't know that. And I actually have well, couple of Walking with Dinosaurs merchandise. I have a poster that I got on eBay. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but here it is. And I also got those cards that 1 second. Here they are. I also got on eBay. Some of you guys saw this last year. They're like one of those 3D things. Um, really, I didn't know that Land Before Time. I mean, they kind of did, but that was in like the Walking with Dinosaurs Fox version. I don't even know why they even. It's on the IMAX theaters in London, and it's not produced in like now. It's like why? Damn phone. Oh. Really? You saw it? How? How did you see it? I mean, but how? Did you went to a movie theater? Where can I find it? In IMAX movie theater? Man, I wish it was on DVD. Or I wish that the Cretaceous cut was had an narrator in it. That would be easier. Yeah, I seen that. It's pretty good. I like John Goodman being the T Rex. I wish Prehistoric Planet version could actually. Yeah, exactly. But no, there's only one cutscene, and that's when Patchy fights with Scowler, and that's bullshit. It's completely bullshit. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna end this live stream. Talk to you guys later.